you have a dad who's entrepreneurial in spirit. He's raising a daughter on his own, right? And you, my dear, are a very driven human being, just by nature, right? Not just maybe professionally or corporately, but just by nature, you're a very driven human being. And that doesn't necessarily align with maybe a sexist perspective of what a girl or a woman should be. So where do you think that kind of drive and that desire for more came from if his views were a little bit more old school, so to speak?
So here's where I'm just gonna blow your mind.
I can't wait.
It came from him.
Okay.
So, so my dad.
Inadvertently?
No. It came from my
Okay.
dad. I mean, it's and I don't know what the right comparison is, but it's one of those things where, and maybe it's not every other woman in the world, but every other woman in the world can fit in this box. But you're my daughter, you can go do anything. It's like, which
Interesting.
is it is very odd. I mean, my father had his moments where I would say he tried to humble me in that kind of traditional woman way. I remember when I said I was going to do engineering. Originally, I wanted to do chemical engineering, and he was like, "Well, why are you going to do engineering? Why don't you just go be a doctor or a lawyer or something?" Like kind of a very
Easy.
yeah. Um, and then I was like, no, I mean, I wanna do this, and then I'm gonna get my MBA, right? And he was like, well, if you're gonna get an MBA, why would you do something so hard as chemical engineering if you're not even gonna stay as an engineer? And I was like, well, that touche, touche.
Mhm.
I may do not do chemical engineering.
Sure.
I still to this day kind of regret it, um, but my dad has always pushed me to excel and has always kind of not limited me, even while he could be in literally the same conversation, limiting every, saying something along the lines of like, "Oh, women shouldn't be doing that." So
Mhm.
it was just, it's
It's
fascinating.